Hello and welcome to another Australia React. How do you people live here? Anyway, enjoy! Right, gamers, today we are watching the Moreparz video. Moreparz, yippee. Chat has been talking about this turtle for some reason. They said they feel really bad. I don't really know why, so let's find out.
Turtle breathes through its butt.
Its butt?
No, this is not a joke. This is a Fitzroy River turtle, native to the land down under, and as with most of the shit found in God's drafts folder, its existence begs a single question. Fucking why?
Okay, that was gonna be my question too, because I was like, why? It has nostrils, so like, don't breathe after pooping, noted. Oh no, too real, some would say, but why its butt? Why not like, I don't know, breathing through your hands would also be kind of rough if you're walking on them, I would think, so I don't know.
Well, these little guys are freshwater bottom feeders,
Okay.
snatching and consuming the children of aquatic insects and munching down on the occasional ribbonweed salad.
Oh yeah, salad, let's go. Evolution can be random, just why it's butt. Why it's not its butt? Maybe they're ones who are wrong. God has a sense of humor. Bottom feeder was my nickname in college. What? Oh, yeah, this just fits right in with the rest of Australians. Yeah, it's just straight up in the wildlife, because why not? Why not is the real question.
And as with most river turtle species, this requires them to spend most of their time in the water. Now, rather than doing what most turtles do and developing an insane lung capacity, the Fitzroy decided to evolve a set of gills alongside their lungs to allow them to stay underwater for 3 weeks at a time.
Because it could breathe through its butt? Does it just stick its butt out like on the top of the ocean? God was drunk as when he made this turtle. He was like, oh man, I'll let it breathe through its butt. Disease can spread so long as they don't kill the animal before it can reproduce. This is actually crazy. Either short, you have insane college life at the name bottom feeder. Straya, yeah.
How are you?
3 weeks later.
I am under the water.
However, when placing the gills, God was absolutely fucking plastered. And instead of placing them on the neck like a normal animal, he slipped on a beer can and not only placed them on its ass, but inside of it. And you know what makes this even worse? Turtles do not have a single purpose hole like you or me. They have a cloaca, which is the fucking Swiss Army knife of holes. This means that Fitzroy River turtles shit, piss, breathe, and fucking mate out of the same hole. This turtle.
What? Huh? What? These poor turtles, I get it now. It suddenly makes sense. I get it now. That's called efficiency, baby. What? Why would they do that? Not the floating turtle, bro. That caught me off guard too. I was like, what is happening? Oh my gosh. So apparently these clips don't autoplay. So I have to minimize this and click the next one. Wait, why is this only one? Wow, chat, would you believe there's more scuff? Hold on, why is it going through this? Okay, so apparently it didn't do the playlist for some reason, so I have to bring it up over here. Quirky. Okay, is this also a playlist? Okay, so now we're on the... wait. Okay, thank you. I'll just have to edit this part out. It's fine. So, those turtles. Michelangelo going crazy. Scuff in a costume. I had everything set up and the playlist was like, nah. Yeah, I'm a professional, guys. Trust. First membership, Scuff, yippee. Would it be a Uracy stream if there wasn't an inkling of Scuff? Would it really be a Uracy stream? You know what I mean? It'd be kind of silly if it wasn't. It'd be kind of silly. The one commenter of yours would be thrilled. All its faces for eyes and eating. Yeah, eyes and eating. You're low-key the greatest streamer. Yeah, I'm pretty cool. I'm pretty good. Scuffarius strikes again. That's why the level 2 is Scuffarius. Just a teensy smidge of scuff. Yeah, if no scuff means imposter caught, it has to be. It literally has to be. There's no way that if there isn't any scuff, that it's not a real URC stream. Start questioning if I'm watching the right stream without scuff. One day it'll happen, and then I'll, like, end stream, and then, like, I don't know, I'll forget, like, the stream running or something. Don't worry, it'll happen. There will always be scuff.
Understand just how old sharks are.
Mm-hmm.
We got a boomer.
See, I'm not just talking individual sharks. Hammerheads, Bruce from Nemo, Jeff.
Jeff.
Your average shark lives anywhere between 20 to 80 years. Nothing all that special. I'm talking sharks as a species. Because as a concept, sharks are fucking one-tricks. They have named this class...
I'm sorry. Jeff is so cute. I love Jeff. 1,000 hours, actually crazy work. Wait, that's for Overwatch, and he's not... Okay.
Through every single balance adjustment Earth has thrown at them. From climate change, to the Ice Age, to that time God decided to punt a rock at Barney the dinosaur. Yeah, when it comes to prehistoric shark species, most people think of the megalodon.
Uh-huh.
That big boy the size of a kaiju that was swimming around in the ocean around 26 million years ago. Which might sound like a long time, but as far as sharks go, this thing's a fucking zoomer. Go back around
26 million years ago is Zoomer Shark? What? What? Sharks, you good? You good, sharks? 1K hours on Jeff is some insane asylum work. It's just a shark. He's just a little baby shark. Just a little megalodon. That is actually insane work. Sharks are old. This is news to me. Not even 67 million years ago, SMH. Sharks are older than trees. How do you mess up that bad, sharks? How do you... Older than trees is actually crazy work.
250 million years to the early Triassic before the literal dinosaurs, and you'll find Helicorpion, a shark with a buzzsaw for a mouth. 250 not far back enough for you? Go back around 300 million years, and you will find Adestus, the pog shark.
Pog shark, Chad? Pog shark? New favorite shark? Pog shark, let's go.
And if that is still not far back enough, you can go all the way back, right to the beginning, to the first recognizable shark, Doliotis problematicus, at 410 million years old.
That's well, 410 million years old. Okay, Pog shark.
Sharks have existed for 4 times longer than Saturn has had rings. The first
Ringless behavior.
tree only sprouted out of the ground 385 million years ago. That means that for 20...
I feel like the Latin name would also be Problematicus. I thought that was an actual name, and I was like, ain't no way they actually named the shark Problematicus. For once I don't feel old. You should feel very youthful right now. Very youthful and young. I feel like you need to truly think about how long a single million is to appreciate 410 million years. Oh, 100%. Twice as old as the concept of mammals. Well, when they were saying, like, oh, older than dinosaurs, I was like, oh, okay, all right, I guess I could kind of. And then it was like trees, and I'm like, yeah, Chad was saying trees. And then it just kept going. It was like, can we get much higher? It's just, random trivia, I now know. I can tell everyone. During Christmas time, I can't wait to be like, hey, Dad, did you know that sharks are older than trees? Do you know the oldest shark is 410 million years old? They did name it Problematicus because when it was discovered through a wrench in the understanding of how old sharks were, they're kind of real for that. They're kind of real for that. Older than Saturn's rings is mental. That was the other one, you're right. From what I know, the name is Doloticus Problematicus, the other problematic deceiver. They were like, this thing, we can't figure out how old it is, so it is a problem. It is a problem, and that's what we're gonna name it. It went so high, we had to go up to the space comparison for the oldness. We really did. The Saturn ring thing is what got me hot. All of them. If you said like, hey, you're before watching this video, $1 million, are sharks older than trees? I'd be like, no. Boom. No $1 million. I would have lost. Now I know. Now I know.
25 million years. Groot's great-great-grandfather was sat in God's drafts while this f***er chased Nemo. This jellyfish...
Why are times? Well, I learned some stuff today. I learned sharks. See, I always thought sharks were pretty cool. I thought sharks were pretty nifty keen. Now I know they're just old. Word music. Okay, here's another thing. One, I am terrified of the ocean. However, big however, I think aquatic animals are neat. Jellyfish, even though I don't want to be near them. I don't want to be around them. They scare me. I think they're really pretty. I think the immortal jellyfish is super cool. I think it's interesting. Subnautica when? Well, maybe. I do think aquatic animals are really cool though. When evolution makes something lethal enough, it just leaves in the name. It leaves in the same. It's the most jellyfish all jellyfish. I think jellyfish are interesting and I think they're really pretty. I like the one that have what are they called? Tendrils? The 20-foot tendrils that trail after them. Again, don't want to be anywhere near this, but I think they're pretty to look at. I think they're kind of neat. Chat's pre-watching makes me anxious for this one. Me too, Code. I haven't seen this, so I'm nervous. Subnautical playthrough would be so fun with these twos. I might do it. I'm thinking about it. There's a bigger gap between the oldest shark and first tree than between us and the megalodon. Like, huh? Isn't that interesting? Never would have guessed that. Subnautica is great. Can we catch jellyfish? I like jellyfish. Okay, let's find out about this little guy. He can't be that dangerous, right? He's only got 4 little like tendrils right there. It's fine. He could probably just knock out a human. It's totally fine.
Is basically a time bomb.
Oh.
Introducing the Irukandji, a species of jellyfish native to the northern waters of the land down under, and possibly my least favourite animal in the entire ocean, because it is just a massive, spiteful cunt. Well, massive is misleading, as this little guy is tiny. I mean, ridiculously small, being not much bigger than your fingernail.
Don't you dare say it, Chad. I swear, if you compare me to this jellyfish, I swear. Irukandji. Rob! This thing, okay, so he's a little spicy. He's a little spicy jellyfish. Okay, let's see why they get so angry. Is it because they're small? Well, fine. It's not you're a jellyfish. I have to. It's a lot. You stop. He's kind of taller than you. He's not taller than me. It's poisonous? Oh, no. I thought they always electrocuted you. Oh, man. We just saw my Tetris stream. Oh, no. That's huge. More than enough to get the job done. Am I right, fella? Thanks, Alan. Well, I'm thinking, because I'm gonna make a little hypothesis here. Lab coat on. These guys are terrifying because they are so little and you can't see them in the ocean and they're dangerous. That's gonna be my hypothesis because they're such little guys and they could probably like bzz, 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 all over the place. So not good. Not good. Right. Poisonous plants. Yeah. Tiny stuff could be deadly like our cod. Oh my god.
The head and basically completely f***ing invisible to the naked eye. This is a fairly major problem because behind that halo cloak frame they are dragging 3-foot long tentacles and shocking absolutely no one.
Say the line, Bart.
It is one of the most venomous jellyfish in the ocean. Yeah! I'm so f***ing tired of the stealth poison multi-classes on OCE servers, dude. This shit is broken.
They're just a rogue class. It's fine. It's fine. So they're very tiny, but their tendrils are up to, what do you say? 2 meters? I forgot what it was.
You see, those 3-foot tentacles are covered with tiny little barbs, and at the barest touch, they will literally propel themselves into your skin like a bullet and inject you with the Australia Special, a pina colada cocktail of various neurotoxins. And upon being injected, you will feel absolutely nothing. You'll keep swimming around, splashing about in the water, kissing the homies, until you are overcome with a sudden, severe feeling of impending dread.
I also love, I'm apologizing for stopping so much, but I also love how it's this tiny invisible little thing, and it's not even just one thing. It's an entire collection. Like you said, it's a pina colada. It's a smorgasbord of just fun little quirky things. 3 feet 1 meter. Okay, I don't know why my brain just subtracted them in my head. So I ended up here, urine tests were too small to notice until they were injected me with their brain rot. That's so you're calling us jellyfish? I'm on to you, Wisdom. So that is your sign? No, I'm not 3 feet. Oh my gosh.
The kind of dread that will have you hysterically screaming that you are about to die. I am gonna die! I'm gonna die! I'm gonna die! That's because the invisible cunt here does psychic damage, inflicting a condition known as Irukandji syndrome, which starts with a feeling of impending doom so strong there are records.
Whoa, wait. Hold on. Hold on. I want to go back to see that
because the
Wikipedia
invisible
page
cunt
really
here
quick.
does
I just want to see it. Okay, psychic damage,
inflicting
Pokemon.
a condition known as Irukandji.
Okay, a specimen of Malokingi, a species of Irukandji jellyfish in a clear plastic vial. Okay, speciality is medical toxicology. Symptoms. Ooh, cool. Let's see. Headache, backache, chest and abdominal pain, nausea, vomiting, pathological sweating, severe and sudden onset anxiety, and tachycardia. Wow, that sounds great. Because you can't just pick one, you gotta pick several. Yeah, normal day before exams. Medication has a longer list of side effects than that. Complications. Okay, so with I'm assuming a sting, several stings. Hypertension, enlarged heart, pulmonary edema, cardiac arrest, possible heart failure. Okay, just your average Tuesday in Australia. Makes you have depression, a panic attack, and pain. You're just suffering. Congrats, now you're scared of getting a heart attack. Yeah, imagine just being like, hi, I'm just swimming. Sudden dread. Immediate dread. Like, okay, no, 30 minutes after exposure. Okay, so it takes about 30 minutes for it to work. That's the usual onset, I'm assuming. And then duration 4 to 30 hours. Sometimes up to 2 weeks. Assuming you don't have an anxiety attack or your heart goes out. Or, dehydration from the nausea and vomiting. And the sweating. Yeah. Symptoms include shaking, crying, vomiting. Oh, what a funny little jellyfish. Yeah, assuming you just don't die flat out. Imagine just being in pain for up to 2 weeks because you want to take a little funky swim in the ocean and you didn't even realize what happened. I know hopefully he goes over it, but I wonder if it leaves any, stings or markings because it's so small.
Syndrome, which starts with a feeling of impending doom so strong there are records of people asking to be, avoiding a ban here, forcibly disconnected from God's Minecraft server. And that feeling of doom is warranted because about 30 minutes after being stung, that biological bomb goes off, with the venom initially causing extreme pain throughout your entire body. And after making you feel like a failed isekai protagonist, the venom then spikes your blood pressure and heart rate through the roof, which can cause heart attacks, blood clots, and has even been recorded to cause brain hemorrhages.
Okay, so that wasn't on there before. Blood clots and brain hemorrhaging? Oh, you vile beast jellyfish. I was complimenting you in the beginning. Oh boy, okay. Well, it can't get much worse, right?
And the f***ed up part is, it doesn't have an anti-venom. This thing sneak attacks you, waits 30 minutes, sends you a private DM telling you it got your ass, and there is not a f***ing thing you can do about it.
Okay, so it got worse. There's nothing to help you. Just welp rip, I guess. Disconnect from the Minecraft server, as he said. Blood clots or brain hemorrhaging and strokes. Yeah, just basically it's doing for the love of the game. Yeah, it's welcome to Australia. You might get accidentally deleted. Toxic jelly for sliding into DMs. Okay, that part was funny. You're kind of real for that, Moreparz. It was great. Just don't go in the ocean. This is why, another reason why I stay in my funky little house.
Toxic little shit. This animal will...
Interesting photo. Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't know there was the rest of the jellyfish one. But this, well, okay. That's a facial expression. Thank you. I know a little bit about these funky guys. Let's find out more. Be afraid. I'm terrified. As if I wasn't already not going to Australia, here we are.
Peel your face off like a banana. Introducing the one creature that strikes fear into the hearts of every Aussie. The infamous, terrifying drop bear. A species of predatory marsupial exclusive to the...
Jellyfish, I'm sorry, little one. They even super chat to Electra. For real, that's what the jellyfish do. Oh, man. Oh. And now we have drop bears. Yippee! I can't wait. We're already gonna get peeled like a banana. I can't wait until to hear, like, they love attacking people or something. Drop bear is horrifying. I can't wait to learn. Let's go.
Down under. This genuine nightmare may seem pretty normal at first, closely resembling the koala bear, and that is by design. You see, the drop bear is an ambush predator, patrolling the branches of the eucalyptus tree and using their keen sense of smell to detect incoming prey. And once they can smell you approaching, they will position themselves in the leaves of the trees, being basically impossible to spot unless you're actively looking for them. And even if you do see them, you're automatically going to assume it's a koala. And that assumption is probably going to be the last mistake you make, because walking under these things is inviting the most painful death you can think of. Once you've walked into range, the drop bear will launch itself from a tree and aim directly for your head.
So that's why they're called drop bears. I love that. Drop bears have the highest human body count per year in Australia. What is their problem? Who hurt them? This point, Australia is beyond the you will cry setting on the Earth main menu. I'll say it once, I'll say it again. Australians, I don't know how you do it, but you're very brave. You're very brave, and I don't know how you do it, and I'm hoping you make it out there, because it couldn't be me. It couldn't be me, man. It couldn't be me.
Small animals will often be clapped on impact as the 20-kilo drop bear launched itself out of the tree so fast that it snaps their spine. And they're the lucky ones, because once they make contact with your head, drop bears will immediately puncture your scalp with their foreclaws and latch on like a fuzzy little face hugger. Once firmly attached to your skull, the drop bear will start to kick out your eyes with its hind claws in an attempt to blind you, and while they are forcing you to cosplay...
Okay, hold up. Sorry for pausing. So they drop onto people, I know they said small animals, break their neck, latch onto their face with their giant claws, rip out their eyes? They really have this method down pat, don't they? They're just like, okay, step 1, mess you up. Step 2, claws in the face. Step 3, free eyeballs. Like, cute little kitty doing the disembowel kicking. Why are they angry? Why are they so angry? Don't worry, it gets worse. Oh, I can't wait. Can't wait. Take it easy, trash.
Daredevil, they will be tearing into your face with their fangs like a fucking chainsaw. The attacks are so vicious, most human victims end up being completely scalped and having their faces removed. And even if you manage to pull them off in the initial assault, those claws contain a potent neurotoxin which will paralyze you in under 5 minutes, allowing them to run you down and eat you alive. Australia loses roughly 600 people per year to drop bear attacks. So if you want to...
600 people a year? Yeah, literally they're just like, I'm just doing it for the love of the game. Yeah, I like how they also have, they said, a neurotoxin that paralyzes you in 5 minutes, and then they hunt you down as well. So I'm assuming they're omnivores? Or they literally just do it for like, yeah, I could do it, but the friend shape is what I'm getting from this. I don't think they're friend shaped. Wait till the end. Oh, it gets better. Oh, okay. All right. Let's see what else they could tackle on top of this. Neurotoxin is Australia special. Again, Australians don't know how you do it. Mad respect. Mad respect.
Survive your trip down under, I have a secret to share with you about the drop bear. And that secret is that all of this is complete and utter bullshit. Drop bears aren't real. I made it all up. April Fool's cunt. Kangaroos.
What? They're not real? I can't believe I fell for it. I believed him. I believed him. That sounds straight up like it's from Australia. People would lie on the internet like that? You're right. That sounds Australian. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Look, next step, rune bears are real. I wouldn't even be surprised. I wouldn't even be surprised. I'm caught. You got me. Moreparz, you son of a gun. You fell so hard at crying. It sounds Australian. Who's the chat for not spoiling? Yeah, honestly. Wait until you're hears about the wild Scottish Highland haggis. What's real anymore? I can't believe you just lie on the internet like that. You can't keep getting away with this. You need to put your reaction next to Tedra. They're complete opposites. Look, I don't know a lot of information about animals. I think they're interesting, but look, if someone tells me information, I don't know about it. Yeah, I would have never known. Don't worry, in 3 years they'll discover this one. Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if somehow koalas evolved over time to become drop bears, and they're like, just kidding, they're real, they've evolved. They just rip off your face. That honestly wouldn't shock me. Congratulations, you fell victim to Aussies and Kiwis' favorite pastimes, trolling tourists and foreigners. Congratulations. Thank you for the super chats, Electra. Honestly, any Australian could have told me that, and I'd be like, yeah, you're real, so real for that. Oh, that's funny. Nature was like, good idea, I'm gonna take that. And we're Moreparz, some good idea. Honestly, Moreparz, a giga chat for doing that. You got me. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Now back to regular Australia dead machines. Now I'm gonna question everything. Be like, do kangaroos actually do that? Moreparz wouldn't lie to me, would he? He wouldn't lie to me again, would he? It's an ongoing joke in Australia. Make up drop bears to scare tourists. I'm already scared. You mentioned spiders. You could say there's a spider that's the size of a pin, and I'd be like, nope, I'm out. Tedra didn't fall for it, by the way, just I'm assuming because they said opposite reactions. That's what I was guessing. Roos are nightmare fuel. I don't know. Now I'm starting to think kangaroos aren't real. Aussies do that because they know their country's reputation. They should. They should just do that. They should. Now I'm going to be checking all the comments and be like, actually, Yura, did you know about this? I'm going to have to Google it first. Look, I'm always willing to learn. Does that mean I'm a little gullible? Sure. That's because I don't know every single animal in the entire world, okay? And Australia scares me, so that's generally off limits. Generally off limits. No, the feeling the internet is adamant that my home country doesn't exist. Man, I wish Alan was real. Dang. The animals over there, I didn't think goes at this point. Yeah, honestly, with all the information he gave, I was like, I could see that happening. Yeah, I could see them ripping off your face. Yeah, I could see 600 people and dying a year to it because they just, jump off and stick their claws and rip your eyeballs out. Yeah, that makes sense. He always lets you know if he's lying or if he gets information wrong. I respect that. I respect it. Did you know Yura kangaroos jump on cars and try to claw drivers' face off? Wait a minute. Being a little gullible is perfectly fine. Look, I'm trying to learn here. It's more information. It's something I don't know. I do like that he mentioned that it's not actually real. I appreciate that because I could have been going around and be like, did you know there's something called drop bears and they rip out your eyeballs? Would have been telling everyone at Christmas. I would have looked like a fool. If there's misinformation, I trust chat's connected once the joke runs its course. Yeah, of course. Did you know that Rama's average height? Wait a minute. You can't trick me with that one, Apocalypse. I mean, there's chimps, they actually do rip your face off. It's not even far-fetched. That's what I was thinking. I was honestly thinking, I knew it was some kind of monkey. Yeah, chimpanzees do actually, like, can rip off your face, right? And the fact that they have claws digging into your face made sense. Drop bears that literally, because they drop off of trees, and, like, they're 40 pounds, I think they said, 20 kilograms, 44 pounds. So, like, it makes sense that it would have an impact that would, you know, might be able to snap your spine. Like, he did a really good job. I'm gonna give him props. I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad. And now we're gonna learn about kangaroos, who I know are real, by the way. They're real. Okay, if I could press the button, that would be so cool.
Can and will beat you up. That's right, just because it's not venomous doesn't mean it can't knock you on your ass, and Australia's most iconic marsupial can do just that. Because they are way bigger than you think they are. With our biggest species of roo coming in at a ridiculous 2.8 meters in length. And with the iconic hop, they've got a vertical jump of 3 meters. I mean, honestly, with a stat spread like that, they don't belong in the outback, they belong on a f***ing NBA court. As if that wasn't enough, they're also built like tanks, weighing in at a full 90 kilos of roid-raging rabbit muscle.
Yeah, why are they all kind of jacked, though? That's some decent height. Shortcake. No, baby. No, baby. No. No, Shortcake. Sit down, girly. Good girl. Yeah, good girl. I don't want you exploring where you shouldn't be. We're learning about kangaroos. You want to learn, Shortcake? Shortcake, can I tell you about drop bears? She doesn't know about drop bears. They love to kick a lot. I mean, they have the muscles for it, so you know. Take it easy, Diamar. Roos are very jacked. Why are they so jacked? Did we find out? Something that, you know, should be a herbivore? Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. Roos be lifting. Yeah, they got those they got their sets in. Okay. Say hello to brother Shortcake. She's sitting on Tedra's computer now. Probably because it's warm. Nushi, cat or dog? A cat. Okay, let's learn more about kangaroos. Lots of jumping, a lot of fighting in Australia. See? At least I know kangaroos are real. Probably.
And being able to move way faster than anything that heavy has any right to. Pegging the speedo at a max of 70k an hour. Meaning if you make them angry, a juiced up rat the size of a small car is going to run your ass down and beat the f***ing brakes off you. And I'm not kidding when I say they really will rock your shit, because roos are professional kickboxers, with males routinely fighting MMA to win female attention. When they fight, kangaroos will lean back on their tails as a stabilizer and immediately start scratching and kicking the ever-loving shit out of one another. And those kicks have enough force to crack bone. And as if getting drop-kicked by a muscled marsupial wasn't bad enough, they also for some reason have the same bite force as a grizzly bear. Because why not? Now, even with all...
So, they can kick you enough to break bones, and did he just say they could bite you? And they're fast, and they jump high, and they're jacked out of their minds. At least they're not venomous. Cool.
All of this, there are still animals stupid enough to view a roo as lunch. Which brings me to the most terrifying thing that they do. When threatened, kangaroos will hop into a body of water and wait for whatever is chasing them to follow them in. Once the predator enters the water, the kangaroo will wrap its arms around their neck and just straight up drown them. What the man? I share a country with psychopathic tren rats.
Oh! That's... So that... Oh. Hate them for this reason? Yeah, they'll just bait you and be like, oh, it's just swimming time. We can just have a cool little swim. Yeah, that's so cool. Peak defense mechanism. Yeah, just going for a swim. Haha, so harmless and safe in the water. You can't see my rippling muscles through under the water. That's crazy. That's crazy work. Imagine the reason they have such high bite force, the same reason as gorillas, aka being large herbivores that munches on hard stuff all day. So why do they attack animals then? Like they just do it for the love of the game again? Kick your butt and say have a pool party? Yeah, it's like, that's crazy work. Oh, disturbing, that's unfortunately true. I knew kangaroos are scary, but I don't understand getting in the water. That's... okay.
Wombats defend themselves by...
Wombats! Okay. Last time I said an animal was cute and fluffy, I got completely bamboozled. Because this little guy looks cute and fluffy, right? It seems like something I could just walk up and be like, get a little head pat. I can't wait until it says it's another pina colada of random things and they rip off your face and it's just, it goes like 100 miles per hour. Wombats are so cute, but I can't wait until they tell us that they attack it. I can't wait. Let me know when you need to come for air. I'll know when you stop moving, said the kangaroo. Yeah, kangaroos don't even mess around. Speaking of pool parties, have you seen a short about Christmas in Australia? No, I haven't. They're cute but can be dangerous. Well, let's find out why.
Yeah, throwing it back. But to understand how the fuck they actually do it, you're gonna need to learn a little bit about them first. You see, Australia is home to 3 species of these bad boys, all of them equally adorable, and very importantly, all being burrowers, meaning they dig out a nice little hole for themselves and the family to live in, because, like the rest of us, they can't afford a fucking house in this economy, man. They grow to around 1.3 meters in length, but despite being small, they are built like fucking tanks, weighing in at a chunky-ass 35 kilos, but despite their weight, I shit you not, they have a top speed of 40k an hour.
I'm sorry. What? Did I not say they were going to be fast? He does hide a secret. All of Australia's little joys of life hide a secret. You're on off with the speed remark. How did I know? They're a little chunky. I'm going to say it. I've said it once. He's kind of built like a beef Wellington. I said it. He's kind of built like one. Faster than one too, that's for sure.
Now, the fact that they can nearly get booked in a school zone, coupled with them being a tank-class marsupial, forms the start of their defense strategy. So you see, a fun fact about wombat anatomy is they spect all their defense points into their ass. Rather than having fat and muscle, a wombat's cheeks are made out of 4 thick plates of fused cartilage, making it extremely solid. And this Kevlar BBL allows for the fucking funniest defense mechanism I have ever seen on an animal. Basically, if a predator tracks down Mr. Wombat to his burrow, it'll stick its head in and start trying to dig him out. In response, the wombat will line his ass up with the tunnel door, chuck the gear shifter into reverse, and fucking floor it backwards up the tunnel into his aggressor, slamming his ass into its head. The impact then squashes the predator between his steel cheeks and the roof of the burrow, straight up crushing its skull.
So wombats are dummy thick in the butt. How? So they're fast and they can run fast backwards too? Wombats got the tetris strands. Death by twerk. Throwing it back lethal style. How do you like? The other face sitters. Death by dump truck. How do you what? Brutality. I don't even have words for that. If you told me, like, Yira, one of these videos is fake, which one do you think is fake? I'd have been like, those wombats, ain't no way they're dummy thick like that in the booty. Ain't no way. Their cake is made of concrete. Yeah, apparently.
Like a Mortal Kombat fatality. I cannot make this shit up.
That was all of Moreparz. The real question, could I take on any of them? No. I even if drop bears aren't real, I don't think I could win that one. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please consider liking and subscribing. If you have any recommendations for future videos, please feel free to leave them in the comments below.